I'm starting to get annoyed at this. Yep. Thanks, Blue Pulaski. I greatly appreciate it. I'll check out your stream later when I'm not streaming. Or fighting OBS. Yeah. Now I get to dig through error logs and see what's crashing. Yep. Having technical difficulties. If I crash again, I'm just going to try and resolve. I'll probably just stay offline and try and fix the issue because I don't know what the fuck's going on. All right. Well, we're just going to turn the 600i into a Polaris. What comes with the package, the War Bond edition? Yep, C-Daddy had came in here a little bit ago and stated that upgrades were fixed. So, let's see here, standalone. All right, let's take a look at the Polaris and see what all it offers. What's currently on the Matrix of Lies? I guess I'm gonna have to keep Twitch up just to make sure it doesn't crash out on me again. So five size 4 turrets with size 2 guns. Or with 2 guns each. One size 5 with 2 guns mounted, and one size 4 with two guns mounted. Jesus Christ, how many size 10s is that? So, what's 7 times 4? 14, 28 size 10 torpedoes? Is that right? Jesus Christ. And then 34, is that right? Yeah, 34 or 30, no, 32 size 2s. That's yeah, 7 times 4, enough, yeah. you're gonna unalive a lot of shit. And then let's look at what's the cargo capabilities. So it only holds 216 SCU of cargo. There needs to be a cargo variant. Or yeah, or a roof rack. It doesn't say what size the hangar is. So what's it going to be able to hold inside of it? It looks like it would be maybe a Scorpius or two, or 4 arrows. Can hold at least 1 Scorp or an F8. Okay. Is the Polaris a ship I want? That's the real underlying question here. Does it fit into how I'm going to play the game? This is predominantly a combat ship or an escort ship. So this is something you would use to escort like a hull D or a hull E. Like you would have 2 of these escorting a hull E of freight. All right, let's
to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
Let's head over to a mining. Not much, Hoodoo. How about yourself? Did you pick you up a Polaris yet? Okay, so
Please visit us again. Goodbye.
Bye.
Vehicles. Yeah, that's what I was just sitting here going over. Is like, is it a ship that fits into my play style?
Want your company to be in good company? Our Corp's unique vertically integrated corporate parks offer amenities such as resource sharing and logistical pairing for our rental partners. Inquire today to learn how you can invest in making our Corp your new home.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
Stay safe.
Please visit us again. Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system. Welcome to the ASOP vehicle. Please visit us again. Goodbye.
Where's it at? What hangar?
Bye.
Oh, I called in the mole. Jesus Christ. I swear, Chad, I'll click the right button here in a minute.
Thank you for visiting our
Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location.
whatever your transaction.
Please
Oh yeah,
visit
you
us
got
again.
your Phoenix, huh?
Goodbye.
Stay.
Now we just gotta wait for the spa to get fixed in the Phoenix.
Stay safe.
Hangar 4. It's still doing that. That's annoying. Okay, that's good to know. You know what? I kind of think the Polaris would be... Especially for like going into pyro. Can I set? That would be great. Oh man, Pie Piss still needs some polish. There we go. Yeah, I'll do that. I'm gonna... Hang on, let's do this real quick, chat. I will succumb to peer pressure. No. Chip upgrades. 600i. Yeah, we're gonna do that. So, select from my hangar. 600i. That one. Create chain. And good. Hilarious. I don't need the Invictus. Minimize this for a second. There we go. No, I'm not doing the war bond. It's already on an LTI token, so I don't need to do the war bond. And I'm not really worried about the savings. There's not much there to justify the... Because I don't want to spend fresh money. Where the fuck did it go? There we go. Banana. It is done. There it is. In all her glory. No takebacks. Literally. Can't melt it. This will be the vehicle that when 4.0 opens, I hope to have as many of you fine individuals on board with me while I try and herd the cats to get us through the jump gate. It's sitting in buybacks at the moment, Poodoo. It's in here somewhere. Control F. Pioneer. Must be on page 3. Or page 2. Probably page 2. Is it sad that I know exactly how many pages I have at 100 ships a page? Nope, it's on page 3, just like I thought. I may come back and get that to put on my Loner Pioneer, or Loner Hammerhead. Nope, it's on page 3. I use buybacks to reserve ships that I definitely want or ships that I will be giving away in the future. There it is, Pioneer. Yeah, I know. Don't judge me. Oh god, I love this new map so much better. So much better. Daymar. Click R. Route plotted. Let's blow this popsicle stand. So yeah, when you open nav mode and if you don't want to hear the quantum drive spooling, just immediately click your middle mouse button. Damer. But so the other thing that it will happen. I don't know when it will happen or how soon it will happen, but since we're looking at the new home for Angry Productions, one section of that will be built to build a full-on motion simulated cockpit, like a true-to-life motion controlled flight cockpit, because I'll have the room for it now. And now that I have a machinist and we have the printing technology, we can make... I don't know. That's what I've got to figure out is like, do I want to build a generalized cockpit, one that will allow me to just fly any ship, or do I want to build one specific to an in-game ship? And like, do I want to make it to where I can do a full 360 roll in said simulator? Or just like 180 each way? So the whole church building eats around me? We'll definitely want to have that controller on a battery backup so I don't like get in the middle of flying upside down and suddenly the power goes out. Yeah, see, like, I like the look of the Valk, but I don't know. I'll try flying it again when it's back on the store. What about your F7A? Have you decided on whether you're going to keep it or melt it? I mean, it's big enough. I mean, that would be cool as hell. To build a house in the shape of a Carrack. Especially in this town, people would definitely think I was off my rocker. Which I kind of am, but that's beside the point. I wonder how much that would cost. And how much of a pain in the ass it would be to maintain the general look of it. I'll pick some up at Damer. So I gotta know, C Daddy, who am I mocking by saying it Damer? Wicket Wookie? Damer. Oh, okay. No, the ones that get to me is Calliope or Calliope. It's Calliope. It has always been Calliope. The constellation is named Calliope. It is Calliope. What's the other one that irritates the shit out of me? Penelope. Oh, yeah. Preacher? Yep. Yep. Okay. How are you doing, creature? Calliope? I'm doing all right. Contemplating major life decisions. Yeah, I'm gonna pick up a bottle of water at the mining center. I forgot to grab one before I left the hangar. I'll be alright. Lorryville? Yeah. Orison, that's another one that makes me want to punch my screen. It's Orison, not Orison. And this is not a potato, tomato, tomato kind of discussion. These are the pronunciation. Just like I think it was Shimp that I make cringe every time I say latency instead of latency. that one was just me fucking up in general, but yeah, I'll still do it occasionally it's a pecan pie. You say pecan, I think you're going to be pissing in a soda can. Pecan is the correct pronunciation. I am not eating any pecan pie. If you come to me and offer me pecan pie, we're going to fight. But if I do end up building a full cockpit, I will make the seats work like they do in an MSR or a Crusader ship. I cut that a little sharp. Oh, of course, there's nothing to drink here. Not in that box, anyway. Yep. I think I've been using PyPist wrong. I think I'm starting to figure out the best way to interact with it. Where is the main... There it is. Instead of walking up and holding F to push a button, just walk up and press F. Tap it. That's all you gotta do. Seriously? There's always fucking water at these stations. What the hell is going on? What the hell? I think I may have fucked up. I mean, it's alright if I did. I'll move my ship over to the left of the pad, put my armor away, and then backspace, and then come back, but... Oh, come on. Well, there's a candy bar. Ah. Stop giving... Oh, no, the fruit was what I wanted. How did I eat a... whatever that was on the floor? Well, that got me halfway there. I'm not as thirsty. Oh, wait, what the hell am I doing? I was coming here to pull out the Med Ursa anyway. Control click. You don't have to drag and drop. Oh. Okay. Looks... Just throw that bottle anywhere, I guess. Yeah, he's looking for a snack. I'll give him some here in a minute. Oh, that's cool. And back to 100%. The Ursa won't fit on a Max, will it? Okay. Now you've done gone and pissed me off. Thought I had a regular Fury. Huh. Whatever. Let me deal with this idiot real quick. Did he seriously just ram me? How is his weapon hitting me in an armistice zone? I'll fix it in a minute. Okay, this is got to be fixed. We can't attack them. They shouldn't be able to attack us.
Shield under attack. Launch sequence complete. Docking procedure started. Docking denied. Landing gear up.
God damn it. Yep, really great when they can shoot at us in an armistice zone, but we can't shoot back. Let's see here. Yeah, a little bit. Oops, wrong button.
With convenient connection trams across all major commercial areas of ArcCorp, tram now leaving the station.
I mean, don't get me wrong, my flying was dog shit, but I'm also flying with a mouse and keyboard when I have joysticks in the way. Because I can't configure them because key binding doesn't work right.
Now arriving.
Obey all security and customs personnel at all times. Their job is your safety.
Stay safe.
Yeah, let's heal the med bit, or the ASOP terminal.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
Thank you for visiting ArcCorp, Stanton's capital of commerce. Whatever your transaction, we wish you a beneficial and prosperous
Please visit us
day.
again. Goodbye.
Don't know why I did that.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
Dooba-doo-dooba-doo-doo.
Vehicles, your vehicle has been delivered to the following location.
It takes all
Please
of
visit us
working
again.
together to keep ArcCorp safe and secure.
Oh, hopefully hangar modules are coming soon.
Every time.
That request has already been granted.
What request? I didn't ask shit.
Satyr Industries, a journey worth taking. Systems on.
To Damer we go. Why is it saying obstructed?
You are clear to launch.
I swear to God, if it wouldn't let me plot the route because the door was closed. Nope.
Launch complete. Landing gear up.
Thank you, and please visit again.
Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel complete. Quantum travel.
I'm hoping with all the different quantum engines that they have, every quantum engine has a different quantum effect, like a different visual style. Oh, a couple other giveaways we're going to be giving, a couple other things we're going to be doing during Invictus. Some of you guys haven't seen this yet, but I'll go ahead and show it on here. We will be giving away one of these once I get them completed, which is going to be a 24 karat gold plated Saber Raven. And we'll also be doing at a later date, probably we'll be doing a 24 karat gold plated Cuddy Red, or Cuddy. That was the first go at copper plating. I've got to work on getting the finish a little bit smoother. I want it mirrored. Ideally, I want it mirror polished. As soon as the Firebird model is available through JRDF, yes. But I also did a Drake cutter, and I'm going to get C Daddy yelling at me here in a minute. Let me find it. Well, you're going to love this, my arc. So I did a Drake cutter, right? It looked gorgeous. So there's the Drake cutter with both of its engines. And as I was putting a shine on it in typical Drake fashion, the engine fell off. So It just, yep, just typical, you know, Drake fashion. The engine just had to fall off. But yeah, we're gonna start having some plated ship giveaways here very soon. No, not a skill issue. Well, kind of a skill issue. It got caught. It actually flew. Like, the cutter model flew. And the engine fell off. That was the only damage it took.
Quantum fuel, 75%.
Okay.
Quantum travel complete.
It's gonna make me finish my quantum travel to...
Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel complete.
And yeah, I didn't realize how many the mini models were. That's a 40 millimeter center coin that little Drake cutter is sitting on. It's so cute!
Travel engaged. Quantum travel complete.
Where the hell is SCD-1? It is.
Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel complete.
Oh, cool. My body fell into the middle of the planet.
Landing gear down.
I like it. If I was going to imagine what space flight would be like, or what flying a ship that could duel as both in-atmo flying and exploration and space flight, it would be the closest realization to that you could get. This is because you wouldn't be able to continue the same flight model in atmosphere as you would in space, so you would need an ability to switch rapidly between those modes. And this is the first step towards that.
Your vehicle has been delivered to the following. Please visit us again. Goodbye.
If you think that's the case, go get into an Argo MPUV tractor and turn sideways in the hangar. It is very much a factor. How do you figure it's not? That's what thrusters are for. So if you stop and you turn on decoupled, you'll hold your position. That's what that's what the vertical thruster is for. It's a hover mode. That's how it's. Yes, it was. Now, in the next iteration, as they expand onto this, what'll happen is you'll only. In the early flight models, that was the way it was. It's called. You can turn that off. It's called gravity assist. It's right there. What Mike Myart just said. Turn off gravity compensation. You turn off gravity because that's what gravity compensation is. It's a hover mode. No. It's not easy mode. All gravity assist is when you stop and decoupled, it keeps you from falling out of the sky, which is the way theoretically decoupled would work. Because when you stop midair, you want to maintain that stop position until you give a flight input in. Like if you're in a helicopter and you're hovering, just because you've stopped, you're sitting there hovering, you don't want your helicopter to start falling out of the sky. Coupled is, so say you're flying forward, right? And you want to let off your throttle and maintain moving forward, you will. In a planet with no atmosphere, the way coupled and decoupled flight would work with gravity assist, if you're moving forward and you turn decoupled off, you could rotate around 180 degrees and you will maintain your forward angular momentum regardless of what direction your thrusters are facing. Coupled means when you let go of the stick, you're mixing up what I may be using the wrong term, but what I'm saying, in coupled mode, if you're going forward and you're using forward lateral thrust and you let off, your 4 lateral thrusters would fire forward, slowing you down. With decoupled and gravity compensation on, when you turn on decoupled, you'll maintain your height, but you'll be able to rotate around 180 degrees and fire at the target behind you while still maintaining the same direction of movement. Without losing your height. But that would only work in a planet with no atmosphere. If you have atmosphere, you're going to, when they get it modeled in, you'll experience atmospheric drag, which will slow you down. But what's going to happen in the future is, say you leave gravity compensation on, right, and you come to a stop and start to hover. You're not going to be able to sit there stationary very long because you'll burn out your thruster. And you will fall out of the sky like a
Launch
rock.
complete. Landing gear up.
Wait, what are these? Are these Hadnite or what? I'm just glad they finally got the headlights fixed. You still there, Rocco? So yeah, I mean, it's not that it's easy mode. It's just a mode that's currently in while they're getting the rest of the stuff put in. Because, like I said, if you go in and watch back at SitCon, they stated that you're not going to be able to sit in hover mode indefinitely. You'll burn out your vertical thruster and your ship will fall out of the sky like a rock. I don't see it that way. The reason it's in right now is because there's no atmospheric flight model. Like, you don't have an airfoil to generate lift moving forward. That's because you're not moving at Mach Jesus. You're not moving at 1,200 meters a second or 900 meters a second. It's gonna feel easier because you're moving slower. Yeah, decoupled doesn't matter if you're in nav mode or SCM mode.
Landing complete. launch complete.
Could it possibly be that maybe the flight, you've gotten used to having to fight the flight system instead of the flight system doing what you're expecting it to do? Turn off gravity compensation and you'll drop like a rock out of the sky. And I mean, if you want to call it easy mode, fine. You also have to realize, like, they've got to build the game for new players to be able to come in and not feel intimidated learning how to fly a vehicle that's just going to, you know, they have a vertical thruster and they're just going to fall out of the sky if they stop moving. Because they want the game to have mass appeal and you to be able to turn up the difficulty if you want to turn up the difficulty by letting your flight model get more and more advanced. But I'm as from a pilot's point of view, gravity compensation is something I would thoroughly expect on a vehicle that had vertical thrusters. Look at so think of it like a jump jet, right? VTOL, like your Harrier jump jets. They can do a VTOL takeoff. They can stop and hold themselves steady. Now, in a plan, if they were able to fly in an environment like that with VTOL enabled and had a form of forward momentum or a way to generate forward momentum while maintaining the VTOL thrusters, they could. You're going to pay a cost for that. That cost is going to be increased fuel consumption and possible extra equipment wear from changing your thrust vector. That's all gravity compensation is it's still applying thrust, but you can move like in decoupled right now with gravity compensation on. If you apply thrust forward and you let off the stick for applying forward thrust, you'll continue to move forward. You're just maintaining your vertical height. You can turn that off. It's a mode switch that you can turn on or off. It's on by default because not all people want it turned off. But you wouldn't be, so say for example, in a planet with atmosphere, all right, you wouldn't be able to do that. Like if you stop moving forward, if you were to turn around in mid-flight and decoupled, you're going to fall out of the sky like a rock. And if your vertical thruster is broken, or worn down, you're not going to be able to maintain your altitude regardless. Like there's a limit to making it. You push it to the edge of being a sim and then pull it back until it's fun. I don't want to have to sit here in decoupled mode, and sometimes I don't want to have to deal with it. Being able to just turn it on or off makes it if I want to deal with it or not. Hey, Stevie Thunder. And again, even with master modes, we still, this is initial implementation. We're nowhere near final pass. I mean, even as a pilot, I wish sometimes there's a way I could just flip a button and my plane would maintain a set altitude regardless of what I'm doing.
Fracturing mode on.
Yay, I can mine again.
Mining mode on.
I want these freaking tooltips to disappear. And I keep forgetting to turn them off. Rocco, I just wish I could set my keybinds, because I've got a Stream Deck, a 32-button Stream Deck, a 32-button Stream Deck on a tablet, plus the buttons I've got on my mining control stick, plus my 2 flight sticks. It's not really a matter of an extra setting. It's don't think of it like one more setting. Think of it as another flight mode. It's just not bound to a joystick yet. That's really what it is. To be honest with you, I'd turn the PvP setting off. PvP gameplay is some of the most, in every PvP game I've ever been in, it is some of the most toxic communities I've ever seen. No, I'm not saying you are. I'm just saying, as a general rule, most PvP games have an incredibly toxic community to them. Like if they're, I'm speaking like, for example, Tarkov and games like that. If you look at their PvP community, at those type of games, they bring that level of toxicity to them. Look at, for example, here's a prime example. Look at Gray Zone. All right, if you go to Gray Zone and you go to the PvP side of it, bunch of assholes. Like literally within hours of the game launching, people are spawning every landing spot, camping every landing spot, sniping people as they come off the helicopter. But if you go over to the PvE environment, everybody's helpful. Yeah, same. But I play Gray Zone, and I love PvE in Gray Zone. Everybody's helpful. Everyone works together. It's not a massive sweat fest. It's fun to play. But that's what I love about this community, is even with the PvP aspect of it, everybody still tries to work together. But what I know, there will be a strong group of people, because private servers are going to be a thing. This has been known for a while. There'll be somebody who duplicates Star Citizen's public environment and sets up a private PvP server, and that is where you'll find a vast majority of the current Star Citizen and original backer player base. Turn off gravity compensation and try. And tell me if it feels the same. Well, I'm going to be hopping off here in about an hour because I got to go to my work. But no, Rocco, go into your settings when you have a chance. Turn off gravity compensation and see how it feels. And no, I wasn't calling you toxic. I was just saying as a general thing. Just don't misunderstand what I was saying there. So let me ask this. I know you said you were going to lurk, but let me ask you this. So did you honestly expect the decoupled mode for you to not have to make some changes? And it's not something you have to constantly toggle on and off. It's one of those things you set at one time and you don't have to worry about it. Unless you want to treat it like a mode. If you want to treat it like a mode setting, then you can use it as a mode setting. I don't even know if it is a toggleable setting in the keybinds or if it's just a gameplay setting. Okay. No, it's not, because the flight model we had prior would not have worked when they introduced atmospheric flying. When you have flight control surfaces, like the speed at which most people did combat or did in-atmo flying would have ripped your ailerons and your wings right off your ship. Well, and we all know that SIG and all their efforts, they're not really great sometimes at setting expectations with changes. No, I would be to be honest with you, I would expect that button in a cockpit on a on a dual-purpose flight model vehicle. If I had a plane that could fly in space and could fly in atmo, I would 100% expect it to have some type of constant vertical thrust setting. Like bob up, or trajectory hold setting, where you could set an altitude and it would use the vertical thruster to hold and maintain an AGL altitude. I would 100,000% expect that to be in a cockpit of a vehicle that was capable of space and atmospheric flight, especially variable atmosphere. Because if you think about it, you're not necessarily, like, say you you switch to atmospheric flight model and you go into a planet that has a very thin atmosphere, you're going to sink like a stone. So on a plane, I have trim locks. That's essentially what it is it's a trim lock. But if I had a button I could push in my plane that would say, hold this this altitude AGL using vertical thrusters, I'd 100% use it. That's all gravity compensation is. You're using your vertical thruster to adjust a height setting. That's what it is. It's altitude hold. All right, man, no worries. Take it easy. You know how to reach me on Discord? Hey, Ezzy. Oh, God, wrong button. There we go. I mean, none of what I said sounds crazy, does it? I mean, would not most of you guys expect that kind of system to be in a advanced space flight vehicle? Or am I just completely off my rocker? Yeah, in-flight control systems, yeah. I mean, let's look at the F-22 Raptor, for example. That plane will kill the pilot if it flies the way it could actually fly. And I don't mean by crashing into the ground. It will straight up turn the pilot into a puddle of red goo in the bottom of the cockpit. That's made by a different manufacturer. Hey, Space. The Shoilet and the coffee maker are third-party integrations. Oh, damn it. I wish I could set the fucking binds. That would be really nice. No, she's mad we're not moving to Texas. Well, that was not what I wanted. Well, here. I'll show you. I pretty much had this, for the most part, pretty much just given to me. So now I've got to make this work. The new headquarters for Angry Production. Well, it's not a failed church. Blueberry, we're in a town of a population of like 1,200 people. Oh my God. Did she seriously hang up on you? I'll just say less than 100K for about a 8,000 square foot building.
Extraction mode on.
Yeah, it's Missouri. There's a church on every corner. And sometimes even the churches have other churches inside the church. No, it doesn't need a lot of work. It's got a brand new roof. There's some water damage on some of the drywall in the basement, but that's to be expected when you're living in a recovered swamp area. Like, all of the state of Missouri is reclaimed swamp. I would almost bet there's probably $50,000 worth of stamped tin metal in the roof on that church.
Fracturing mode on. Mining mode on.
Oh, I'm talking about it's on the inside, Stuicus. It's got that antique stamped decorative trim roof. Or ceiling, I mean. But it gives me a humongous production studio where we can do filming, we can set up, you know, sim pits, production. We can put a like a full-on maker space in the basement. Yeah, and it's owner carry. I don't have to go through a bank like the church is. I'm just paying the church a monthly payment on it, and it's mine. No interest, nothing.
Landing gear.
And it comes with 2 functioning bell towers. There's already been talks of me setting the bells up to ring for every sub. And there's enough rooms in it, like I plan on putting in a rather large print farm in a couple of the rooms. One room that'll just handle ABS, another that'll handle PLA, one that'll handle like nylon. And that way I can just climate control the entire room. Yeah, her mother, for lack of a better term, refuses to take accountability for her own actions. And her mother is a millennial, like this. Her mom's not actually a millennial, but acts like a millennial. Put it that way. Okay. What? I don't know how to respond to that. I really don't. Like, I want to respond, but I don't, like, the words just... Oh, that's an annoying glitch. I don't think it's supposed to do that.
Hello. You're looking for the vehicle terminal.
Yeah. But I'm going there tomorrow, early tomorrow afternoon, so I'll take a lot of pictures and I'll show them on stream. We can kind of talk about it and kind of what the plans are. And I have other stuff too that was kind of making Texas be difficult. Not like, don't get me wrong, I want to move down. I wanted to move down there to be closer to like CIG headquarters and do the bar citizen thing and stuff like that. It's just a matter of me signing the paperwork. This started. So literally, we went and looked at it April, I think 12th is what Ezzy said earlier. We were looking at it, and then my buddy offered me the thing in Texas. And then there was some other family stuff that I've been trying to figure out how to deal with if we move to Texas. And then literally 3 days ago, the lady that we were speaking to reached back out to Ezzy because she sees her at work and told her, hey, Dustin needs to call me because I want to give him a better offer than what he initially had offered. Because I had initially came in at over 1K or over 100K on the property. And because I was wanting to do like a makerspace / kind of like internet cafe kind of thing in the basement. Because in this area, like, there's nowhere for kids to go to learn about science, technology, engineering, arts, mathematics. And I want to build that for the community. And I want it to be in the hands of someone that, makes sure it's taken care of and isn't just out to, turn it into a business. I want people to walk away from it feeling some sort of sense of accomplishment. There's nothing here. There's no community center. There's no... Like, they have basketball, beer, and drugs. That's it. Yeah. Like, give people a place where they can go and learn about basically whatever they want. Give them a place where they can, because it was something I didn't have as a kid. Like, I sit back constantly and wonder, where would I have been today had the stuff that I was passionate about as a child been fostered in a way that was able to allow me to expand on that. It wasn't until I was in adulthood and I could afford to learn about it myself and take the time to learn it myself that I was able to explore those avenues. But if I can give a place where kids can explore those avenues in a way that allows them to learn and grow as young adults into adulthood and carry that passion for whatever it is they're interested in, I'm going to. If I have the means to better my community by giving people a place where they can learn a skill or a craft or a trade, I will. None of us are here for a long time. So the time that we're here, we should make as big an impact as we can. And whatever it is that we want to make that impact in. I say at the end of every stream, be the difference you want to see in the world. This gives me the opportunity to not only spread that word, but to live that sentiment. They're really hollow words if I can't act on what I tell everyone else at the end of my day. My sign off has been that since the day I started streaming. And it will always be that. Because we can't change the world, but we can change our world. All right, I'm going to step off my soapbox now. Sorry. It's going to be expensive. It's going to cost a fortune for me to put the computers in there that I want to put in there. To put in the CO2 lasers, to put in all the different things I want to open up for the community to be able to use. They may not necessarily be operating them directly, but they will get the access to the software and the resources they need to design what they want. Ezzy or myself will look over the work, and then we'll run the print for them. And then after they've done it for a while and they learn the system, we may set up 1 or 2 machines specifically for the community to have access to learn on. That's what I want to do. Hell, maybe I should do a fundraiser. Maybe I should set up a Kickstarter for the makerspace and the print farm where people can submit jobs too. They want something printed? Cool. Materials plus time. I don't have to make a fortune off every item I make. Now, if it's one of my artistic pieces, that's a different story. But if somebody wants something printed, they should be able to submit whatever they want printed and get it printed at a cost that's affordable. Like, for example, my laser, I'm incredibly blessed where I said to have the toys and the resources that I have at my disposal to do the stuff that I do. I'm incredibly blessed. And a big portion of it is from you guys as a community as a whole. A lot of this stuff wouldn't be doable without your support, and I'm grateful for it. But I shouldn't be a gatekeeper and hide the knowledge that I have behind, well, you have to pay your dues. No, that's bullshit. I can't take this knowledge that I've learned with me when I'm dead. It's useless that way. And every person I can spread what I know to carries on what knowledge I've learned. And I don't know everything. I don't pretend to. I know a lot about a little. I know very eventually, yes, but just because I learned through the School of Hard Knocks doesn't mean everyone else has to. And there's no reason to be a gatekeeper to tech. If I can give somebody that wants to learn how to run a laser like I run a laser, or run a CO2 laser engraver, or a 3D printer, or a desktop CNC, but there's not a snowball's chance in hell they're ever going to be able to afford to, if I can provide that opportunity, I'm going to. Yeah, I'm basically going to drag this town kicking and screaming into the 21st century. Oh, you need your computer repaired? I'm not going to repair it for you, but bring it here and I'll teach you how to diagnose it and troubleshoot it and fix it. I'll just put that USB cable back down. Oh yeah, there's probably a car show nearby. Yeah, lots. Analytical. I mean, how much? Okay. Everyone jokes about the amount of money that we've spent in Star. What has Star Citizen taught you about playing video games and troubleshooting problems and how the technology works behind the doors? I want to learn programming, but I will be the first one to tell you I do not have the attention span for it. Yeah, but the way I run businesses is really kind of counterintuitive to what most people think about doing it. You've taken Star Citizen and the game itself has taught you about troubleshooting problems with your games. Troubleshooting your computer, looking at creative problem solving to work around a particular bug or situation that you're facing. I don't think people will ever get their Google Foo strengthened. People are too lazy to fucking use Google. That's why I have a job. People ever learned fucking Google, I'd be out of a job. No, it doesn't. Oh, for like medical problems, fuck yeah, it does. But for like, if you're fixing a computer problem, fuck. Type in the error. One of the top 3 is your fucking solution. What's Google? But I mean, I had the guy that does my metalwork, Kane. He designed me a rotary attachment so that I can do 16 coins at a go. And we're going to make it out of aluminum, but people want to design a product. Okay, cool. Here's the software. Here's the CAD software. Here's a piece of paper. Draw out what you want to do here, then draw it there, and then we'll make it a 3D model and we'll print it. And we'll test it. And if this is what I have to do to chase my dopamine, so it could be it. Ezzy, to be honest with you, it's what they're asking for. They're not really selling it to us. They're giving it to us. Well, it's, I mean, I'm gonna have to be careful. I'm gonna overhype myself. Because Lord knows I'm not prone to do that. No, what I mean by overhype is I'll get myself too excited about the project and end up making a dumb decision. I'm really good at doing that. Really good. It's almost like my superpower. Oh. Not that button. Now, I'm going to pull this over here. And then I need... that camera on. What the hell is that? I'm gonna have to make a jig for this fucking coin. Does that look centered? Yeah, I guess it is. Do. All right. So with that, it's about that time where I have to call it a day. And I have to go save servers across the globe for people that don't necessarily know how to use Google themselves. Yep, womp womp. Did you just say womp womp? Yep. But I will return tomorrow with pictures of the new place. And then, because a couple of things we'd have to do is we got to put in a bathroom, shower, the stuff to make it livable. Yeah, 5 toilets. Shouldn't be hard. We just got to convert one of those into a shower drain. And then washer and dryer hookups. All that jazz. What's the message of the day? Was there any updates today? Anything in Spectrum? Let me check. I think it's the other thing. I think what's funny is just the other day, right before they announced on Monday, we were talking about 4.0 this year, and or by the end of summer. Or I originally it was supposed to be by the end of summer, but then they come out and announce it Q3. Now, if we could just get our hangers. So apparently, last fact before I wrap up for the day. Apparently in Indiana, a judge ruled that tacos and burritos are Mexican style sandwiches. This has now been established in the court of law. Mexican style sandwiches. Fascinating. That breaks the First Amendment. How so? It's a fucking taco. No, it's a Mexican style sandwich. I'm calling it whatever I want. Nope, tacos are Mexican style sandwiches. This is law now. There is no contesting it. It is law. So it is written. I'm kind of more fascinated in So the court agrees with Quintana that tacos and burritos are Mexican-style sandwiches, and the original written agreement does not restrict potential restaurants to only American cuisine-style sandwiches. Those very the constitutional laws you're effing are the very constitutional laws that allow you to say that. So you must now be quiet. Incorrect. No. You're partially correct and partially incorrect. Tortellini? So does every other Ursa. Have you ever like go sit in an ambulance? That an ambulance feels cramped. I mean, they stuffed as much as they could. Well, I mean, you got to think about it. There's got to be enough room there for equipment that can generate a body from nothing. So, I mean, there's that. All right, we're gonna raid out to space magic, woo woo hand wavy stuff. Yeah, they do. I've just never heard them referred to as tortas. Oh yeah, the church also comes with this huge cast iron griddle. I can't wait to use it to make pancakes. Like pancakes the size of a satellite dish. Angry Eats. God damn it. Why does that name fit just about every kind of brand you could slap it on? Angry Sauce, Angry Eats, Angry Merch, Angry Brands, Angry Productions, Angry Coffee. But all right, folks. Now, all right, do we rate Expat, Androsa, DC 101, Hinken, Bognagus, 5-star? No, I want coffee. I haven't rated Boggs in a while. I haven't rated Hindrosa in a while either. Yeah, we'll go ahead and send it on over to Boggs. Why not? All right, everyone. Yeah, that's why I've given up on polls. Matter of fact, new poll on Patreon this evening for this month's ship. So, or this month's company. But anyhow, thank you guys for hanging out. It's been fun. I greatly appreciate all our supporters on Patreon, Twitch, YouTube, everywhere. Thank you guys for everything you do. From Willie, Ezzy, and myself, none of it would be possible without you. Thank you from the bottom of our heart. You know, we talked a lot about today about future plans, and as I said earlier, I always close with remember to smile. It can change someone's day, and to be the difference you want to see in the world. And I mean that. You have the ability to change the world, your world around you. You're not going to change the whole world, but small changes add up to a big change. So until next time, 73s, and we'll see you in the black. Bye, everybody. Have a wonderful night. Happy Friday. We'll see you later. Ow. Down, buddy. Busy.